Understanding where you have your savings can allow you to earn much more money without any additional work. And who doesn't want that? Let me give you an example, because you may have your savings account with a company like Chase that earns you a 0.01% interest a year, which means that if you had $10,000 in that account, after a full year, you would have earned only $1. It's literally nothing. But if you had that $10,000 sitting in a high yield savings account like SoFi, you would have earned $465 after a full year. Literally could buy you a fridge. Now, all the high yield savings accounts I'm showing you in this video were selected because they all require no minimum deposit amount, they all have no fees, they're all quick and easy to get your cash when needed, they're all FDIC insured, which means even if the bank fails, your account is protected up to a certain dollar amount by the US government. All of these banks I'm going to show you have proven trust and high ratings by its users, and last but not least, they all allow you to earn high rates. Understand that these rates will change with time, but currently all of the ones mentioned in this video are within the range of 4.35% to 5.25%, with a few of them offering some intriguing sign-up bonuses that you might want to take advantage of, but more on that later. So let's get straight to it, with the first account being Ally Bank. Ally Bank is known for their clean display and beginner-friendly features, with a very popular one being their bucket tool. By using this tool, you can easily set aside money to any particular area of choice, say for emergencies, upcoming bills, vacation, or even custom buckets you can make for whatever you'd like. By doing this, you are splitting up your savings within one platform, and that can make it much easier to track your progress and see the interest that you earn across the entire account without having to track multiple different savings accounts. And by using Ally Bank, you can set up recurring transfers that allow you to set up a schedule for your money to continue transferring into your account automatically. And by just a few clicks, you can specify the frequency to transfer and the amounts to go toward each savings bucket. They also offer a surprise savings feature, which basically means they will analyze your spending from any checking accounts you link to and will identify what they call safe to move money into your savings account. If you decide to go further with this, they say that they will only make transfers of amounts under $100 and no more than 3 times per week. Personally, I'm not a big fan of this because I would prefer to know exactly what I'm putting in or having automatically transferred into the account every frequency. From there, they also offer a roundups tool, but to use this, you need to have their spending account so they can track every transaction you make, and then they will round up each purchase up to the nearest dollar, where every time you pass $5, they will automatically transfer that amount toward your savings. Besides that, this account comes with no monthly maintenance fees, overdraft fees, and a few more you can see on this list, where the right side is what they do charge for, such as outgoing domestic wire transfers. Ally Bank is also FDIC insured up to the maximum allowed by law, which is $250,000 per depositor for each qualifying account you have. On top of that, they also give out 24/7 customer service, where they have a real person always available to help day or night. So if you find yourself in need of help with your account at 4 a.m., you could hit them up, which sounds kind of crazy. Now, with all the high yield savings accounts I'm showing you in this video, you are going to be earning much higher rates than the national average bank account. And with Ally Bank, currently you can earn a 4.35% APY, which APY stands for annual percentage yield. And in simple terms, that is the interest you earn from having your money in that account over a full year. So as I mentioned, the rates will change with time, but assuming it stayed the same for the entire year with Ally Bank earning 4.35%, that means that if you had $10,000 in the account, after a full year, you would have earned $435 using Ally Bank. And also an important note to understand about these high yield savings accounts is that the interest you earn is going to be compounded daily, but paid out to you monthly. And just so you know, with Ally Bank, this is an online only bank account, which means there's no physical branch locations, which is a big reason why they're able to offer high rates and great platform features. Which, to be honest, this isn't a big deal because if you understand how to use a phone or computer, you don't even need a physical branch location. So speaking of that, another online-only bank account that is similar to Ally Bank is SoFi. But starting off, SoFi has what they call vaults, which act the exact same as the bucket tool from Ally Bank. So with SoFi, you can create multiple vaults where you set aside money for all your goals and savings plans. And whether you want this in a vault or not, you can set recurring transfers monthly on a specific day of your choice. Having a feature like this allows you to track your finances and make sure you're not spending what you should be saving. Something unique about SoFi is that they have an FDIC insurance program that provides a way for you to have up to $2 million insured. And just so you know, when you go to sign up for SoFi, you are going to be getting both a checking and savings account, which you also get a debit card, and both of these accounts come with no account fees or overdraft fees. You also get no ATM fees at over 55,000 plus ATMs worldwide, and you can set up a roundups tool on all your debit card purchases. But then for their savings account, you can get 4.6% interest, but to get that, you need to set up a direct deposit, where they mention is one that you set up from your employer, payroll or benefits provider, or other government entities. Which they state by doing this, it could even result in getting your paycheck up to 2 days earlier. For some, this may seem tricky or inconvenient, but for many of you that have a consistent income, setting it up with SoFi may actually be one of the best options for you. Now, another unique thing about SoFi is that they are the only account I'm mentioning in this video that offers a cash bonus for signing up, which you could actually get up to $325. In fact, just to sign up and start an account, you will get an automatic $25 bonus. And then if you direct deposit over $5,000 in the first 30 days of signing up, you will get an additional $300. Or if you can't do that and you direct deposit between $1,000 to $5,000, you can get an additional $50 instead. I highly recommend if you can capture that $75 to $325 sign up bonus and you are still earning a high rate at 4.6% on the account, then I think this is well worth considering over other options. So if you decide to go forward with that, I have a link in the description below for you to get started. So with that said, moving on to the third account is Marcus by Goldman Sachs. This account stands out for its simplicity, convenience, and credibility due to it being backed by Goldman Sachs. So when you join this account, you can make same-day transfers of up to $100,000 and enjoy 24/7 customer service. This account also provides you with some intriguing features because you can track your net worth if you link all your financial institutions to the platform. And just to mention, for all the accounts I'm showing you in this video, they all have a mobile and computer platform you can use. So when it comes to Marcus by Goldman Sachs, you can earn a 4.5% yield, and if you use the link I have in the description below, you can gain an additional 1% for the first 3 months. That means that you can get 5.5% interest for the first 3 months you have this account, which is tied for the highest yield with one other I'm going to mention toward the end of the video. Which, by the way, if you are new to high yield savings accounts, I made an entire video for beginners and a spreadsheet I believe can help you out greatly, which I'll have both of those linked in the description below as well. But with that said, if you want strictly the highest yielding account without any short-term bonuses, you may be interested in the next one, that is UFB Direct. The thing about UFB Direct is that you're not going to really get many platform features on this account because their goal is strictly going for a competitive yield to be one of the highest in the industry, and that's about it. So that yield, as of right now, when using UFB Direct, you can earn up to 5.25% of an APY that comes with no maintenance or service fees. Additionally, you get no minimum deposit requirement amount, a complimentary ATM card, digital tools for utilizing remote banking, and then free transfers between direct deposit accounts. With this, you are also FDIC insured up to $250,000, and if you're joint, that is $500,000. Furthermore on that, they also put an emphasis on data protection as they aim for strong fraud protection, encryption, and even automatic logouts after a period of inactivity. So it's a pretty standard account, nothing really special about this besides the yield that you can earn, but if you decide to get their checking account, you could earn an additional interest on your savings account depending on the criteria you complete. Moving on from there, the number 5 on the list is Capital One. Of all the options I'm mentioning in this video, Capital One is the only one to have physical branch locations. Although they don't have a ton compared to large traditional banks, they also offer Capital One cafes where they encourage people to come in, grab a coffee or bite to eat, and enjoy their free Wi-Fi to get some work done, which you could easily look up online if you have one near you. And for those that have never heard of Capital One, you've probably heard of their advertising campaign for credit cards that is, what's in your wallet? But anyways, I know some of you out there are looking for the biggest and most credible banks possible that can still yield a very high return, and that right there is Capital One. Capital One has a 360 performance savings account where you can easily transfer money from other banks and set up automatic savings plans. But from there, with Capital One, you have the ability to deposit checks at nearly any instant and create multiple accounts for each of your savings goals, similar to the vaults on SoFi and the bucket tool for Ally Bank. So with this 360 performance savings account, you can yield 4.35% with no fees or a required minimum deposit. You could also pair a Capital One 360 checking account, but there's nothing truly that stands out to me because everything is pretty standard, like 24/7 banking, no fees or minimum required deposits, but you do get 0.1% of an APY and 70,000 plus fee-free ATMs. Besides that, they also offer the traditional FDIC insurance of $250,000. But with that said, let's now move on to the last account, number 6, that is Wealthfront. So Wealthfront isn't a bank, but they do work with partner banks that allow them to offer these great features that I'm about to show you. Which, by the way, the account they do offer is called a cash account, which basically combines a checking and savings account features all within one. This account comes at 0 fees, offers unlimited transfers, and something convenient is their free same-day withdrawals. They mention that this means you can receive funds from a withdrawal usually in just a few hours if you are sending it out to one of their eligible accounts, which, as you can see, they have over 400 eligible partners in their network, with some of the most popular ones being ones you may currently have like Chase or Capital One. Besides that, as I mentioned, they operate by working with partner banks that allow them to offer up to $8 million of FDIC insurance. And best of all, there is no minimum or maximum required balance amount to earn their 5% yield. And if you decide to sign up for this account using the link I have in the description below, you can get an extra 0.5% of interest, which would tie for the highest in this video with Markets by Goldman Sachs at 5.5% interest for the first 3 months. On top of that, with this cash account on Wealthfront, you are going to be getting a debit card where they have over 19,000 no-fee ATMs. Plus, if you set up direct deposit to this account, you can get paid up to 2 days earlier. And another feature that Wealthfront has that is similar to many others I just showed is what they call categories that are just like the vaults on SoFi or buckets on Ally Bank, where you can organize and sort money for your short-term goals. And with this feature, you can have as many categories as you want. With that said, you now know 6 of the best high-yield savings accounts that you can join today and start earning high rates that you deserve, and not the big banks like Chase, Wells Fargo, or many others. Don't forget, if you are interested to sign up for SoFi, which is my primary account, you can get an automatic $25 when you sign up, and then up to an additional $300 depending on how much you direct deposit. And if that doesn't interest you and you want to go strictly for the rate, if you sign up for Markets by Goldman Sachs or Wealthfront, for the first 3 months, you can get 5.5% interest. I'll have links to all of those in the description below, and while you're at it, if you want to check out my savings account master sheet or want to see my entire portfolio, including all of my investments, consider joining my private newsletter. If you have any questions at all, let me know in the comment section below. And as always, don't forget to hit the like, subscribe, and notifications button for future Money Talk content like this.